Mic check 1 2 1 2. I am the Y2K Collector, and I'm back with a little late night video for you. This is for all those who may have just gotten home from a fun Saturday evening, or maybe you're just up doing a YouTube binge on a Saturday night. But I did want to take a quick minute to make a quick video here and just kind of respond to some feedback that I'd gotten on one of my more recent videos, where I talk about 3 reasons why my video game collecting could be coming to an end. And it hasn't completely stopped yet. I haven't completely finished putting together my library. However, I can see where it's going to start slowing down just based on the games that I see coming out, and just me being able to get a lot of the games that I wanted to have in my library. But I figured I'd kind of share, 3 reasons why now is still a great time to start collecting, and even some of the systems that you can start collecting for. So let me just go ahead and dive in. And once I share these 3 reasons, I'll go ahead and share some more end of summer pickups. These are some, I've got about 5 solid games here that I've added to the collection. And so I'm really excited to share those with you. But let's go ahead and get started with these reasons. So the reason number 1 why now is a great time to start is because reason number 1 is that there's never been more enthusiasm around video game collecting than there has been right now. And which means there's never been more information on the internet than there ever was before. You can do a lot of research and really kind of handpick the games that you want, sometimes before you even play them. It just depends on, if you know the types of games that you like. Now, there are some folks who just go for a complete set of certain systems. Maybe they want all the games for a particular system. Some folks, maybe they only purchase Super Mario games, or some folks, maybe they only purchase, I don't know, Crash Bandicoot games. Who knows? But the thing is, regardless of what you're collecting for, because of all the enthusiasm, there is a huge wealth of knowledge both on YouTube and on the internet. You can check forums, there are websites, you can just reviews, you can just watch hours and hours of gameplay, and that can give you a good idea of, the game. So I think that's a really good reason why now is a great time to start, because of all the enthusiasm and all the information that's out there. Reason number 2 is that there are still a bunch of consoles that are home to a lot of great titles that still are not through the roof, meaning that you can still take about $15 to $30 and get 2 to 3 solid games for these consoles. And the first one that comes to my mind, I've seen a lot of videos about it, and it's been very popular. I know I've been buying a lot of games for the console, but the PS2. I mean, you can get a ton of great games for under $10 right now on the PS2 and start a pretty hefty library of not just, shelfware, but of solid titles that you'll wind up playing, solid titles that you're going to enjoy, solid titles that are going to, you're going to want to keep around. So I think that's the other reason there is that you're not completely priced out of the market. There are still some systems out there that you can buy games for and collect those games and have a really great time. And then the third reason why I think now is such a great time is because we're going through a transfer in generation, right? The baby boomers are, transcending to another phase of life. Then, Generation X, they're transitioning into another phase of life. Millennials, we're transitioning into another phase of life. And then, you have your Gen Z, they're transitioning, right? They're stepping into adulthood and trying to figure out things. And then you have the generation behind that. So, I mean, whenever you have that kind of transfer, it means that there are probably going to be a lot of people looking to get rid of their own personal libraries, which means you're going to have a lot of opportunity to get your hands on a lot of these, I would say, late 90s, early 2000s games for pretty cheap, just because of that. We're at that point in the generational shift, or at least I think so. I mean, let me know what you think down in the comments below. But those are my 3 cool reasons on a Saturday night why I think now is a time where you can still jump in to video game collecting and get on your journey, man. It's all about, what you like, what you enjoy, the types of games you want to play, the types of games you want to see in your library. What do you want to be able to put your hands on and pick out on a Saturday night and sit down and play? So that's definitely what my 3 reasons are. So now I'm going to go ahead and transition, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at these 5 end of summer pickups here. And we've got the first one, and we're just freestyling here, but we've got Looney Tunes. I'm always down for a good Looney Tunes game. And this game is no exception. We have Looney Tunes back in action. So this is pretty much just like an open world Looney Tunes game, some puzzle elements, some platforming elements, but these games are fun and the graphics are great, so I usually add them. And this is a pretty cheap game here you can pick up. Next one up is, here we go. We've got Red Ninja. Now this is one I wanted to grab because this kind of falls into that whole stealth Tenchu hack and slash style game, and this one's pretty unique. Really can't wait to dive into this one. But yeah, Red Ninja, End of Honor. This is one I wanted to snag up. Then the next one I have here is Samurai Jack, Shadow of a Coup. Let's get that in focus there. Yeah. So I had recently gotten Samurai Jack on the Switch. There was a limited run version, and then I think Best Buy, they came out with another version. I gotta get this lighting better. But yeah, they came out with another version. And but this is one of the OGs, Samurai Jack, the Shadow of a Coup, hack and slash, but with more of like a cartoon feel to it. But really good platforming, really good action. This is a cool PlayStation game to check out. Yep. And then next up we have Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is cool. This is like an open world kind of platformer game, kind of some hack and slash style elements to it. This is freaking cool. I can't wait to play this game. This is probably going to be a part of my October run. I'll add this to games like Spawn and Medieval, and I don't really have a lot of dark games, but yeah, this will definitely make the October cut for sure. And then last but not least, this is a game that I had in my collection. Either I lost it, broke it, I don't know what happened to it, but I needed to get this back for just the collection, just for collection's sake. I'm not a completionist, and I'm not trying to complete my Dreamcast collection, but I do have Sonic 2. Felt like I just needed to get Sonic 1. Saw one that was in pretty decent condition, so picked it up there, and it's going to be a part of the Dreamcast collection, which I'll be going over my Dreamcast collection too. I'll do a Dreamcast collection the way I did with my PlayStation. Probably won't do as many like tiers. Maybe I'll just do 2, top half and bottom half. The bottom half of the Dreamcast games, and then just the top half. And that's just because I don't have a huge huge Dreamcast library. I may have like, I don't know, maybe 20, 22 Dreamcast games, so not a ton. But I'll be happy to go over those with you. And then eventually I'm going to work my way into my Sega Saturn collection, which I've got about 30 Sega Saturn games. Only, how many of them? Only 9 of them are North American, but the rest are Japanese, and I do have import console for those, so I will be going over those eventually with you. Someone did ask me to go through my entire collection. That would just be a video that's just way too long. Like, I would never be able to do that in one setting. So hopefully if you stick along for the channel, I've never really asked anyone to subscribe. I usually feel like people will just naturally subscribe to the things that they like, but if you are interested in seeing my full collection, stick around, because I'm going to be going through it and just showing you what I get and what I pick up. It's not huge at all. It's very dense, it's very concentrated to what I like, and if you don't know what I like, check out some of my old videos. But anyway, that's enough jabbering and blabbering. I am the Y2K Collector. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. Take it easy.